Welcome back to Xbox Corner. My name is Alex, and with Gamescom taking place, Xbox Sale celebrated with a sizable sale, adding around 300 games to the discounts list. So let's take a look at what's on offer and what's potentially gonna be worth your cash. Every game today then it is at a new all-time low price as well, which is what we like to see, and I'll be covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. So with that, like, hit subscribe, join our growing Xbox family, and let's get started. So first up, a few of today's games, they do require a gold membership, and we'll fire through them first. In fact, there's 3 games we're going to be covering that do need gold. We're starting with Cloudpunk. This one, it's a cyberpunk narrative experience. Really isn't going to be for those that want, action. Rather, it's all about driving around this city in flying cars that resemble Fifth Element. Well, then it's also backed up with some on-foot moments as well. The idea is simple though. You work for Cloudpunk delivery service, and they have 2 rules: don't miss a delivery and don't ask what's in the package. Naturally, things of course go wrong, but it has a great style and I enjoyed the exploration. It's a new low price here with 40% off. Void Bastards now, and this is a new low with 60% off. It's a roguelike first-person shooter. The idea, you are aboard a prison ship. Things go wrong, you need to get help, so you navigate a star map and attempt to go get someone who can, assist. Think here though, rations to avoid starvation and fuel to keep on going. That's what you're going to be looking for in the first-person action moments, but then there's of course a ton of enemies as well. What makes it unique though, with each run you actually become a new prisoner forced into this journey for survival, and each comes with unique traits. Like I had one that was colorblind, seeing the world in black and white, one that screamed every time they picked up loot, notifying every enemy around me. It's unique though, and I definitely like that. The last of the gold deals then, Necromunda Hired Gun, 25% off. That is a new low price, and it's optimized for the Series X and S as well. Mixed opinions out there on this one. I fall somewhere in the middle with it's just okay. I do though, however, love the world and the setting. It's mainly run and gun, old school first person shooting, but it throws in a great dog sidekick that can do some serious damage, and it even has a dash of parkour for the traversal. It suffers though from bugs, so I would say watch a few reviews first and see if this price is going to be enough for you to be a little extra forgiving. It is though, however, easy to see the potential and missed opportunities though, which is always kind of disappointing. No gold membership required then for the rest of today's video. We'll start though with one for music fans. That is Avicii Invector Encore Edition. Now, if you don't like his music, skip this immediately because that is all you're getting. But it was a unique spin on the genre as you pilot a spaceship landing on the beat of the music. The Encore in the name then, that is for the extra DLC, so think more tracks, and yeah, 60% off. I think it's well worth it as it will keep you coming back with multiple difficulty options and unlocks. Bladed Fury then is a great little 2D action platformer with even a dash of kind of Metroidvania in some of its location design, setting itself around ancient Chinese history though and mythology. Yeah, this one, it definitely kind of embodies that in its visual design. It's just stunning to look at. It has this paint effect to it that's just a real standout, with some solid combat though and a decent selection of enemies and boss moments. I found a lot to like. The only thing letting it down, honestly, there's an extended level towards the end game which is kind of repetitive and just generally a bit of a drag. Otherwise though, 75% off, that is a huge discount. Ashen Definitive Edition then is not only expanded, but also not only a new low of 60% off, but even the base game that has never been this cheap historically, which is something that's always good to see. It's an action RPG, it has this very unique minimalistic visual style, and the gameplay for sure leans into the Souls genre. The expansion then adds new story content as you accompany your mother on a quest to find her daughter. The only warning I would give with this one, it advertises co-op play, and I would say that is not in the traditional sense, more a supporting format. So I'd say watch a full review if that's what you're coming here for. Otherwise though, it's just another Annapurna hit. So while I'm on Annapurna, Telling Lies. Now Annapurna, they find the unique for sure. This is a great example of just that. It's taking the FMV genre and it's doing something with it that I've never seen before. Now the idea, lives are connected by one accident. You are trying to get to the bottom of it all. To do that though, you'll be working through what are private video conversations via a computer, but the catch, you can only see half the conversation. So you're picking out keywords in that conversation to try and find that other half. Incredible story, incredible acting with a pedigree cast, and this is a personal favourite game of the last few years. Well worth this new low price then of 60% off. Lost Ember then is for those of you that want something just a little bit more relaxed. The idea you find yourself in the remains of some sort of ancient civilization. You want to understand what led to their demise. To do this, you'll be able to transform into different wildlife, so think wolves to traverse the land, birds to fly, fish to swim, and plenty of others. It's completely narrative based basically, this one though, with little action, the occasional puzzle moment, but it's rocking a somewhat minimalistic style, and its concept, there's no argument here, it's unique. The only issue I really had with this one, the game is surprisingly linear. When the first impression it almost gives you is this is an open world, I actually kept on finding invisible walls that were blocking me. It is a good one though, and it's another where I can't name a title quite like it. Maybe Spirit of the North somewhat, but this is definitely the stronger game. It's rocking a new low then of 70% off. So if you like your metal music, you've got to check out Valfaris. Think hardcore 2D run and gun action with platforming, and yeah, here you'll find yourself in space, a fortress. It disappeared, well now it's back and it's overrun with darkness. It's light on story honestly, but the action is visceral, the pixel work is stunning, and they absolutely deliver on the metal element of this world. With a hell of a difficulty curve though, it will keep you busy, that is for sure, and it's a new low of 67% off. Our penultimate game of the video then, that is Ion Fury, and this one is for you old school shooter fans out there, published by 3D Realms, kings of the genre, with the likes of Duke Nukem and Shadow Warrior. This is just another hit, and it's retro through and through, from its all out action to the heavily old school visual style they went for. They also packed it then with a ton of humour as well, which is always good to see, and you'll be taking on the role of Shelley Bombshell Harrison, out to stop the evil Dr. Heskell and also his cybernetic cult. 7 zones to get through though, all handcrafted, a solid soundtrack, ton of weapons, and then the discount here, 60% off, it brings it sub $10. I think that is more than fair. So our final game of the video then, that is Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun. It describes itself as a hardcore tactical stealth game set in Japan around the Edo period. For me, I have kind of a Commandos feel for it, which is a series I grew up on, I absolutely loved, even if the recent remaster was definitely lacking. Essentially though, you'll be controlling an incredible set of warriors, all with their own unique skill sets, and you're really joining them for this adventure, kind of learning to work together with a whole lot of violence along the way. I just love the freedom though with this one, whether it's, you know, going all out warrior mode in head-first combat or stealthing out of sight. It packs multiple difficulties, though it has stunning visuals, and yeah, again, this is a steal of a price, 90% off. It is an absolute must buy in my eyes. And that is it for the week. Will you be adding anything to the library, or are you holding onto that cash? For those that did watch it as well, what did we think of the Gamescom presentation? I thought it was okay. Honestly though, was hoping for just a little bit more. With that though then, look, I've linked a few of our recent videos down below that you maybe did miss. A King's Bounty 2 review, Aliens, Fireteam Elite visual comparison, also a few others as well, so maybe check them out. Then hit subscribe, join our growing Xbox family. We're making our way to 2,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.